Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. All right? Be safe, everybody. Do what you're supposed to do. Look, I think we got a confirmation or close to it with your boy Canelo Alvarez, right? And your boy Gennady Golovkin for September, the Mexican holiday. So most people might be happy about that fight, but you guys probably know that I'm not one of them. Should have my told you hat on basically because I told you that was going to be the fight. It's going to be Billy Joe Saunders, and then on this Mexican holiday coming up, and then in September the other one will be your boy Gennady Golovkin. Now, ignore fight dates right now when you're looking at boxing videos and the titles that you're reading, and this date has been pushed back to this date, and this date has been pushed back to this date. Don't nobody know nothing, right? It's something that you haven't seen before, so we don't know, right? Just what you could probably hone in on is who's going to fight who. When is a whole different ballgame right now, so we can't even be talking like we know when something's gonna happen. But anyway, if we hypothetically could get the Mexican holidays, this is what they would want, and it's kind of funny to me because, well, we had last Mexican holiday, and then on that Mexican holiday in September, we could have had an undisputed fight and one champion in the middleweight division, right? Which I will keep harping on because that's huge. I think that all of us would are the goals for our favorite fighter would probably be and to be in one division the undisputed champ. So we can at least call that person the pound for pound or top five and things like that. That would give us reason to. So I think that would be the goal for anybody who's fans of whatever your fighter is. You probably would want him to be the baddest one in that division and prove it. You should if you're a boxing fan, because that's what you watch all sports for. At the end, somebody's the very best. That's how you do that with undisputed fights. We had an opportunity to have one on the Mexican holiday with all anything Canelo would want. It would be in his favor. Totally the A side, no problem there. And that would have been with Demetrius Andrade. You would get that belt, and that would be it. Actually, I don't even know why people wouldn't even talk about it. Well, I'm saying you guys know I know why, but I'm just saying that's the biggest thing. We ignored that on that holiday. So now, okay, right, we can do that. But like also, the fight's gonna be in Texas, right? Fight's supposed to be in Texas. What I'm hearing. So really, the Jamal Charlo in Texas. He comes from Texas, has the title. Brother got a big mouth. Will tell you don't start nothing, but you don't start better not starting nothing with him, right? What's better than beating up a brother on the Mexican holiday, right? One is knocking people out. You not gonna front foot him, been wanting to fight you forever, and was mandated. This Charlo is a guy that could say Canelo was mandated to fight me and didn't. Gennady Golovkin was mandated to fight me and didn't. Just ignore the WBC, like I said in another video. Just ignore them, right? He can at least say that I'm the champion now because neither one of them fought me. They did me. They did took me through the rigmarole. Hey man, listen, but dude, fight for the interim and you'll be the man. Boom, fight for the interim. Now, but see, we got something else for you. It's called mandatory. You got to get that. I've got that one. Boom, win that one. And they come up with a new one on them. Well, you got to be the mandatory for the mandatory. You know what I mean? You got to step it up. Get one more mandatory and you be good. Do that. And then they don't have nothing else to do. So just get a man a damn belt and then go to Canelo, man. We're going to have to name you something because if not, you're going to fight this dude. So we give you this franchise. It's all it really is, guys. That's exactly what went down. Just, we're playing around with it, but that's exactly what went down with this brother. So he still ain't got no fight. And then they're gonna fight it in Texas, where him and Canelo will fill up a stadium in Texas easily. Bigger fight than Gennady Golovkin right now. And he's not as far as Gennady Golovkin goes, he can't be backing into a fight. He's about to fight Zamareta, right? You had Valis Mataros and Steve Rose. Right now, you don't need a Zamareta. You barely beat Derenchenko, so you should be trying to fight Andrade or something. So you can have another belt and go into negotiations strong and come off a big win. These guys trying to back in the fights, right? And then, we're supposed to act like it's the fight we want to see. Now, a little tournament, let's say we just hypothetically, Gennady Golovkin beat Andrade already, got that title, and Canelo beats up Charlo. Then Canelo and Gennady Golovkin is huge for all the marbles or something. But Golovkin hadn't done nothing, um, big lately to lead people to believe Golovkin gonna win the fight. Now, Canelo's a huge favorite, even though fair. Let's be fair. For me, from my standpoint, Gennady Golovkin won the first fight, and it really wasn't that close. It really, he was the champion and did that much. Now Canelo in that fight displayed defense. I mean, his defense was awesome. That's when he showed me, okay, boy, I'm a real good fighter, real good defensive fighter, and I do some things that go well to the body, do a lot of stuff, but I don't think he did enough to win that fight, and for that to be a draw. No way. Gennady Golovkin won the first fight, and the second fight, Canelo stood there, great for him, but did you do enough to beat Gennady Golovkin for the titles to change hands? Gennady Golovkin, shoot, then Darren Chico should have really beat Gennady Golovkin there, because I think Darren Chico did a better job than Canelo did. Just saying. What I mean? Canelo did all right, but the close fights, we just give him. You stood there. That he asked for Mexican style, he got it. But just because you stood there doesn't mean you outpunched the guy. You know what I mean? And that guy that you're fighting is the champion already. So you have to do something to, beat up the champion. Can you do that? Or, where it's not close, especially because you're Canelo and, everything that's close is in your favor. Austin Trout should ring a bell. Definitely Arislani Laura should ring bells. You know what I mean? Getting a draw with Floyd Mayweather and totally being outclassed. Those kind of things, you shouldn't want that. But so what happens is instead of getting upset about those kinds of decisions, what we just say is, well, if you fight Canelo, you're not going to get a win over here if you don't really beat him up. That's what we say, no matter if it's mainstream media all the way down to the internet. Everybody says, well, you can't win no close fight against Canelo. Hey, man, don't go to Vegas. Don't mess with Canelo in Vegas. You ain't don't knock him out. You ain't go. We just say it. Basically saying, hey, man, this is illegal, but it don't matter. Man, but we be tripping. But at the end of the day, they could have fought Charlo for sure. He's one of the members of Double Trouble. Y'all know Double Trouble. Boom, 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 Double Trouble. Boom, 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 Double Trouble. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all remember that? Boom, 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 They coming for you. That's what they gonna do. They don't need a crew. Cause they coming with two. Boom, 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 Double Trouble. If you trying to think about this, you got two champions, twin brothers from Texas, and ain't nobody in a rush to fight them. Think about how huge that is, and it's easy in the build up. You got two of them standing there. You could, sell wolf tickets all day. I'm gonna beat you up, and then I'm gonna beat you up. You've been saying you want to come to 160. I'm gonna beat you up and you up. That's just the coolest thing. It's the easiest there for the taking. If you really wanted some. For some reason, I don't know why that scenario is not good to anybody. I mean, people, even the big old Klitschko's, a couple of people, not many wanted both of them, because everybody knew I better fly Vladimir. I ain't messing around with Vitaly. You beat up Vladimir, Vitaly gonna beat you up. That's what's gonna happen. But some people that stood there like, I wanted him, because Corey Sanders beat up Vladimir and was trying to beat up Vitaly. Vitaly had to do some things to get rid of him. All right? Rest in peace, Corey. Because he let them hands go against Vladimir, right? Southpaw let him really go against him, and he looked real good against Vladimir. So things happen, but people when the lead up is what I'm trying to say. People would, telling both of them, I'm gonna get both of you. There were fighters who would say, we're gonna get both of you, and you got two Charlos standing there, right? Canelo versus either one of them Charlos is a huge fight. Gennady Golovkin against the Charlo. Canelo against Andre, undisputed fight. That's not anymore. It was an undisputed fight. We had so many scenarios there. A little foursome tournament right there that we could have just decided what undisputed is. But the thing is, what really happens is, it seems that no one wants it. I told you, people start acting allergic, and the pundits that are so very, knowledgeable, they, just get amnesia, and then all of a sudden they act like they're not that knowledgeable about boxing. And they, we all watch boxing, and we see how close we are to undisputed, and then we act like undisputed is nothing. We're in boxing with all of these weight divisions, all of these champions, and just belts coming galore for just fights. People making up diamond belt for the last fight with Garcia and your boy Vargas. Just let the dudes fight. There's nothing special about that. It's just a fight, right? And I like both of those guys, but what's the diamond belt got to do with it? You coming off a loss, and weren't you too? are looking pretty decent, Vargas, but it wasn't, the diamond. Just let the guys fight. This is a good fight. We can make belts for everything. Making franchise belts for people to not do stuff. What is that all about? Don't we have enough belts? So when there's an opportunity to get undisputed with one damn fight and, with everything that one fighter would want on his date, where he wants it and whatever, why is it that everybody in boxing ignored it like it wasn't even close? And then we would start saying, well, who has the other guy fought? Does it matter? I am the champion who's been trying to fight. And anybody in boxing understands his talent and understands who this is because he's 31 years old. We're not talking about somebody 22 coming up like a Devin Haney and people can run from him and keep calling him young. I've been beating you the whole time. I'm notorious for not getting fights, for people to not want to fight me. My style and this and that. Canelo was able to say his style. But he's fighting Billy Joe Saunders now, who he called a runner. But his style is boring, right? He beating up dudes, knock them down and beating them up every round, and somebody got the nerve to say lackluster. People know what time it is with Andre. So both of those guys are fights that I would want to see. So no, I'm not so happy about Canelo fighting Billy Joe Saunders or Gennady Golovkin the third time without Gennady Golovkin doing something significant before. Gennady Golovkin, like I said before, does something significant, then okay. But no one is still thinking that Canelo and Gennady Golovkin are better than the rest of those people, right? They're not better than Andre or Charlo. And the behavior is showing me that they don't believe that either. Neither do their fans. Neither do the boxing pundits and the media because they won't say anything about this. This shouldn't be just an internet thing. We have champions and titles, and you look at what's the name of the champions. You look at them and versus who and what the record is, and that's all you do. It's nothing rocket science here. And all of a sudden, everybody doesn't know. Hey, don't you really want one champion? No, we just want to continue to call this one and that one better, and it's just obvious and blatant. So no, a guy that pays attention to boxing, you can't tell me, hell no, I'm not happy about that fight. It might get another hell no song to it. You mess around because Billy Joe Saunders, Kovalev, Canelo got one, and hell no to Andre and Charlo because I know that's what they want them to do, cancel themselves out and fight, right? Each other. Yeah, for more marbles after we beat y'all two. Then I would love to see that fight. But my point is to get some matchups here first, and then find out who the very best is. And the very best is not going to be decided between Canelo and Golovkin. Golovkin has three chances. Now, I want to say it again. From Golovkin's standpoint, Golovkin has a win and a draw in his mind versus Canelo. Still, he don't want to fight those other two guys. But when it comes to Golovkin versus Canelo, in his eyes, he has a win and a draw. And I know he believes that. So if you guys happy about the fight, good for you. Y'all can check it out, whatever. But I'm not. But y'all know why now, don't you? Dome Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.